Pesova. There's a collision. The Red Wings will play it in their own end. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Eriksson. Moves the puck. Oh, she gets all of it with her stick on that play. There's another stop.
She's such a competitive goaltender. I mean, she's focused, she's dialed in, and man, is she quick.
And that's blocked from someone in front. Quick pass to Hedman. And he can't find the net.
And I like everything about this play until the finish, James. It's all about creating. That's exactly what happens. And then the puck is looking a little fine as it makes its way towards the net. And it misses.
Moves it to Sodergran. The Sabres will play it against the boards. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Slip feed. Scores! No surprise who it is as she finishes. Sure, this is unbelievable again.
We've lost track of how many goals she scored here. I mean, she's playing with such confidence. She's buzzing all around the ice, and she's attacking. You know when the puck's on her stick, she's taking the shot tonight. She's such a big part of this team's offense, James. Right when they need something, she finds a way to contribute. She's infectious. It goes up and down the lineup. That's why she is their leader.
Buffalo's got one back here late in period number 2. Now, can they even things up?
They need to get the equalizer, and the best way to do it is stay connected as a 5-player unit. They did real well in that scenario, in that last sequence to get that goal. They'll need to continue where they left off.
Play is whistled dead as the puck goes up and over. The Sabres continue to trail here late in the second despite having more chances here tonight. And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. Buffalo's on the attack. Quick stop! No room for that one to get through.
Frank's able to make an incredible save after she's under attack, James. I mean, getting uncomfortable in the crease, being athletic, finding a way to make a desperation save. This gives her team a lifeline as they head north.
Back to the point it goes. And that goes off a player in front. Shot! Big save in front. Look at this attack here in the O-zone. Detroit's got it against the boards. Drops the anchor. And the middle frame almost done. That's intercepted.
When you're up in a game, sometimes you have to measure the risk versus the reward. In this risk, it was too much to take with the lead.
Grabbed along the boards by Sodergran. With authority. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. The Sabres get a hold of the puck along the boards. Power stick handling in his own zone. Oh, complete explosion on that physical hit. Made that stop. Here's a shot. They score! We got a tie game. What a comeback! Buffalo's push in the offensive end gets them the equalizer they needed.
Yeah, and with impeccable timing too, Jane. At the end of the period, you always know you want to maintain your composure, but you also want to create a ton of energy. You don't want to be scored on, but you certainly want to score a goal. They did just that. They got themselves back at evens in this game.
And now it's to Power. And he slides it quickly to Eriksson. Centering feed! And she denies that opportunity. Too much congestion blocks the shot. Takes the pass. Steps into the block. Scores! The go-ahead goal puts them in front.
Well, now they're in front, James, so they'll have some energy. You know that their first few strides will be more urgent, but they'll have to be accountable on the other side of the puck as well.
The Sabres have broken on through and have taken a 1-goal lead here late in period number 2.
Well, timing is everything, and this has been a scrappy game, James. You have to fight for every inch of ice that you get. So you know heading into this third period, they're going to have to come out on fire.
Scores! And they beat the buzzer and get right here in the period.
They always say, James, that to start a period and to finish periods are critical times, and they get one here. They go to the dressing room with a lot of momentum. They used their speed on this counter-attack and gave themselves an odd-man advantage here, James. And what they did was they capitalized. They had multiple looks. They could pass it, they could shoot it. Goaltender couldn't figure it out, and it winds up in the back of the net.
The Sabres deliver an absolute backbreaker with that goal here late in the second.
Well, it certainly adds a buffer to that one-goal lead, doesn't it? And it certainly changes the mind frame. What it can't change is the way that they're playing. They got to keep the foot on the gas here and get themselves to the intermission.
Takes a shot. Oh, at the buzzer, a big save. And that brings the period to an end. All right, third period just around the corner. We'll get a clean sheet of ice. I'm going to get more popcorn. And we're coming back with much more next. Fans are buzzing. Teams are gliding into position here for the start of the third. Shot wins. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
Buffalo's in the lead here in the third period, James, but this has been an action-packed, back-and-forth, entertaining game that just screams offense. I would have hated it, but there is zero defense to be had.
Detroit's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Nice zone entry from the middle. The Sabres take it along the wall. Handles it along the blue line. Oh, and she caught her against the wall.
Well, and this is exactly what you want to do, and it's textbook, James. You keep your feet moving, you're aggressive, it's a clean hit, and you finish it off along the boards where there's no give. That's a tough one to take.
Picked off by Stalder. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. The Red Wings gain possession. Moves it quickly over to Pesova. Hammers one. Scores! Gets a feed in the back of the net right outside that.
Perfectly executed shot, and sometimes this one ricochets out, but this time it bounces directly in off the post.
Detroit's got to be feeling confident now, getting that one back, Cheryl.
And it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, James. They've held the lead and they've given up one. Now they're within one goal, which means it's striking distance in the third period. As a defender, you know when they're coming, and they got to win this face-off and dictate the pace.
There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The Sabres lead this one early in the third period. They have been the more aggressive team offensively with the lead in the shot department. Puck picked up by Slavin. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. Passes on over to Stalder. Detroit's across the blue line. Quick feed to Stalder. And she makes the save. I don't think she got all of it, but just enough. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. Takes the puck. Now a quick pass to Power. And he slides it quickly to Eriksson. Oh, and she takes a big hit on the play.
Well, and it's been repetitive. How many has she taken, James? Because her head has been down. She is not going to feel good tomorrow. And guess what? If her eyes don't go up, she's going to continue to be a target.
Puck scooped up by Eriksson. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Puts it wide.
Yeah, the wheelhouse, and she's looking to pick a corner, and she misses by a landslide.
Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Looks to set up at the point now. Makes the glove stop.
Sometimes it's all about reaction, and when it's such a high-danger scoring shot, man, you got to have quick reflexes, and she shows that with that glove hand.
Persons won the draw. There's another for the hit parade. The Red Wings moving ahead. Look at that hit. Let's get physical.
Sodergren's been dancing all over the offensive zone. She's been driving and attacking the net, and I'm telling you, this crowd does not like it one bit.
Scores! She does it again! What a night!
That's a magical night, the ones you kind of dream of. A number of goals going in, James. Game plan, get her the puck. I've been so impressed with her game, James. I mean, she's had an outstanding season being the team's leading goal scorer. She has an uncanny ability to find the back of the net, disguise her shot, and her awareness is off the charts.
pass down low. Right in front. And the goalie covers up for the whistle.
35 seconds.
And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Goalie plays it up. Buffalo's moving it along the wing. The Sabres played along the boards. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Hakala. Moves the puck over to Stoneburner. Toss it up in the neutral zone.
Constantinu's been having herself a game.
They score! And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
Well, that's a huge shift. You can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down. Leadership isn't a game, James, by putting it in, and you can see everyone, just the electricity, elevate on the bench when she scores.
The Red Wings, with that goal, have gone up by 1 here in the third.
Well, you're better up by 1 than down by 1, James, but there's a lot of runway left. Now it's a mindset of attack, but be defensively responsible.
Drops the hammer.
Multiple hits in the game. You know, every time she's on the ice, she's looking to lay the body. That's how she physically engages, and the coach knows that's how she plays.
Away from the front of the net and prevent them from screening her goalie. That's her bouncer zone ability, and that's how she helps her netminder keep track of the puck to make the save, guys.
Buffalo's got it across the line. Centering feed, and that's intercepted. Oh, absolutely rocks them. Slavin's moving the puck through his own zone. Detroit's got the puck. Pushes it across to Stolder. The Sabres pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Trying to engage a little physicality here. Way too much congestion blocks that.
The Red Wings are showing a real commitment to team defense. They're getting in shot lanes, blocking them all over the ice, and pushing to the perimeter. You know the coach will be happy. This is something they discussed prior to the game.
Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Stolder. Buffalo's moving it up the ice. Here's a short pass to Person. Scores! Gets a ping and a back of the net bounce on that.
Perfectly executed shot, and sometimes this one ricochets out, but this time it bounces directly in off the post. That's great finish as she corrals the puck and puts it in the net, but how about that pass? That's unbelievable vision and creativity to find that open lane.
Some last-second communication with the D as centers get ready to drop the puck. Buffalo's won the faceoff at center. And now he moves it to Erickson. Rocks him. Detroit's got possession of the puck. Takes the feed. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. And now he moves it quickly to Slavin. He grabs the puck here at the point. Knocks the puck loose after a solid hit. Some solid defensive work in their own end with the poke check. Detroit's got a hold of the puck. Here they come inside the neutral zone. That's a solid check on the play. Sends it in deep. Detroit's got the puck along the boards. Great heads-up play to poke it away in the offensive end. Gaining momentum along the wing. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Erickson. Shot! And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Detroit's got it in their own zone. Takes a shot. Too much traffic in the lane. She maintains possession of the puck.